Course 3. In this lesson, now that we know how to add and subtract and we've reviewed that with decimals, let's move on to multiply divide, please. When multiplying decimal numbers, like this one, which would maybe, in the book they might write 1 5/10 squared, which means the same thing as 1 5/10 times 1 5/10. All right, if we want to multiply this, do it just like it's 15 times 15, just like it wasn't a decimal to start. Don't forget this 0. All right, add to finish. Going the wrong way. 825, but to finish these problems, you count up what is the total number of non-zero digits, non-placeholder digits after a decimal. After a decimal. I've got this one and this one. That tells me how many places I'm going to go to the left in my answer. I go from where you would think, 2 total, because that's how many there were in my factors. And then you can erase this stuff I put before. So the answer is 8 25 hundredths. All right, so you count up the total decimal places, I guess, from the factors in the original problem. All right, notice the decimal places don't need to be lined up because you just line up the non-zero digits here. 6, 3, 12 times 3 is 36. And then we look at how many decimal places. Looks like 3, 1, 2, 3. Ignore that, right? So 1, 2. What do I do if there isn't 3 numbers? Placeholder 0, just like that. So that's multiplying by decimal numbers, with decimal numbers. It's summarized in your book by multiply, then count. Dividing, that's what this symbol really means, is divide by. 4.8, if it's listed first, it's the dividend, divided by 5. Okay, do it just like normal, but this gets risen up. 5 does not fit into 4, but it fits into 48 9 times. 9 times 5 is, no, sorry. Excuse me. 9 times, which would be a 45. I'm just rusty today, I'm sorry. And then you could keep going here till we get something even, which looks nice. So we are done. We rose up the decimal. The answer was 96 hundredths. Watch that again in case you're confused how I did that. Now what if I have 3 divided by a decimal, other way around? 6 hundredths. We didn't have to when it's a dividend, but when you have a divisor that's a decimal, turn that divisor into a whole number so that it's just 6 going into 3. Except you can't just do that or else you're getting the wrong number. So you have to do 1, 2 places for the other number too, the dividend. So that makes this 300, right? And we'll see if we have to go past the decimal. 6 goes into, nope, not 3, but 6 goes into 35 times. Even. And it doesn't fit into 0, so we are done. Decimal went right here. It rises up. After I moved it, it rises up. So the answer is 50. That's dividing by decimals. Summarized here as over, over, up. Because over, then you have to go over here as well, and then up. divide by whole number when you have a decimal on the inside. simply rise up. All right, looking at the problems here. Again, I need longhand to know you know how to do this stuff. Let's do B, E, D, and H. All right, thank you.